All right, we are live for another Market Update Monday here on the Aero Title Services page, and my name is Lucie McGuire. I am the Business Development Officer for Aero Title Services, and we host this amazing Market Update Monday every Monday at 2 p.m. with local realtors who come on and they share with you what's going on in the market every week, and they talk about a listing that they currently have. It's always filled with great information. We always have a great discussion, and it's good to hear from local realtors just from what's going on and what things are going by with people who are in the market every single day. The market changes on a dime sometimes, and we've got a lot coming up, so we will see how things change. And it's always great to just hear over the weeks some of the predictions that we've had, some of how things have changed throughout COVID or whatever it might be. There's a lot of different factors, but it's always a great conversation, so we're happy if you guys are joining us today. Thank you. And yeah, so let's get just so you guys know, we run this in 3 parts. First portion, each of the realtors gets to share with you their ideas and like what's going on with the market and what they're experiencing in the market that they specify in. And then the second portion, we go over a current listing that one of these that they have. And it's always great to see like the actual houses that are on the market right now and give you guys an actual visualization of that. And then the third portion is any announcements or open houses or just anything that's coming up that they feel that they need to share with you guys. So it's good all the way through. You guys can always watch the replay on our Aero Title Services page on YouTube as well. So let's get into this juicy conversation, because there's lots going on, and I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say this week. So Megan, do you want to start us off? How are things over in St. Lucie County?
Sure. St. Lucie County, everything is bustling. We're still getting a lot of things under contract. A lot of people still moving from Miami and Broward counties. We're seeing people actually move from California, even the Midwest, which is a little bit different than we've seen in the past. I know the big thing, obviously, with the election tomorrow is people keep saying, how's that going to affect the market? And what we're seeing is people may be holding off for this week or so just to see what's going to happen. But then everyone's going to start getting back into the market as well, too. So still a seller's market in St. Lucie County for September. We're under 2 months supply. So anything under 6 months supply is 6 months supply is a balanced market. Anything less than that is a seller's market. So we're less than 2 months. So we need more inventory and tons of buyers in the market. And our luxury market in South Florida is on fire too, which is surprising.
Yeah, absolutely. There's been a lot of different changes going on with that, and it's good to see a healthy market on not only like the affordable houses side, but on the luxury market as well. So thanks for sharing that, and thanks for sharing that tidbit also about the market and how it relates to 6 months supply and market supply. So that's very important for people to understand. We've talked about that in past weeks. Katie, what do you have to share with us? What's going on in your neck of the woods?
Hey, Lucie, thanks again for having us every Monday and providing this platform for us to inform everyone what's going on in the market. So I kind of come from the perspective, we work in Palm Beach, Martin, and St. Lucie and Indian River County. So I grew up here in Martin County, 3rd generation real estate broker, my family here. So I like to focus on that. So Martin County, just like St. Lucie County, we are seeing very low inventory, very low supply of homes. Not quite as severe as Port St. Lucie, but they have a larger population. We take listings in St. Lucie and Martin County. We are seeing that up until about midweek, last week, the phones were ringing off the hook consistently, buyer inquiries on the listings that we have and that we're putting onto the market. And it kind of got a little quiet. That could be attributed to a few things. I think it has to do with people sort of cooling off, waiting to see what happens tomorrow with our primary presidential election and state elections as well. So, my prediction is that a lot of people are going to be upset tomorrow. A lot of people are going to be happy. That's the way it is every 4 years. As far as the market, I agree with Megan that the luxury side of the business, as long as it's in good condition, great location, and it's priced right, is gone. The same can be said for those properties that are in a more attainable price point. We're not seeing the same effect on townhomes and condos as much. We're seeing there's more supply, there's more inventory available for buyers that are interested in that type of lifestyle, the condominium and townhome section. But I predict if we don't get some movement in the way of supply and inventory, that those buyers they want to be here, so they may settle for a condo lifestyle while maybe they're going to plan to build their dream home or find the home that they really desire in our area according to their lifestyle. So I think that the inventory may go down, not only because there's no single family homes available, but also we are now coming into season. And if we have a season like any other season, it's going to be twice or three times as busy as it has been from the pace of the market that we're in. So buckle up, get ready, sellers, get off the fence and call your local real estate professional to give you the information you need in order to make a good decision on whether or not it's time to sell your property and get that equity out.
Absolutely. And that's lots of great points as always. But when it comes to our season here, we've been experiencing something very unique with COVID coming, and just our whole summer is usually a lot slower. There's different people moving during those times, but because of the situation, everybody's been moving, and everybody's kind of been making these life shifts, and a lot of times they're reevaluating their lifestyles and what they want, and a lot of people are relocating here because of that. But it's very interesting to see what this season is going to bring, because the snowbirds are back, and I think a lot more are going to be staying this year because of the circumstances that happened over the summer with COVID. I think a lot of them are just going to make the plunge. Maybe they were thinking in the next 3 to 4 to 5 years, but maybe they might be moving those timelines up and just kind of taking the plunge and being like, there's no better time to move to paradise than now.
We have a lot of factors at play. I mean, we've got weather. We've already got really cold weather and snow.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. And now we're starting to get calls. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a cold front coming this week or right now.
Right now.
Dip us down to the 70s, low 70s maybe. And then in addition to that, the economic position we're in at the moment, and the money is cheap. So even if if you qualify, then you can get an additional property and sell off your other investments in other states or other areas. So there's a lot of things at play. Plus, I just happened to see car carriers. It's time. They're coming down.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
It had such a nice fall that now the weather's getting cold there, so we're starting to get the calls.
Yeah,
exactly. I think as Katie said, we're just going to go into just a busy, continue that busy season. And maybe next summer we'll catch up and catch a breath. But I think it's going to be busy all the way through. The interest rates, you just can't beat them right now. So, and the fact that, our taxes are lower than, the other areas in the Northeast, I think we're just getting more and more people here that want a better quality of life and live cheaper and be closer to family. So.
Absolutely. And the people that are moving here are moving from really expensive areas where, like, even because our market, like the people who have been here for a long time, like it seems very high to them, like the prices right now. But the people that are moving here, it's like super affordable to them. Like they're like, oh, this is dirt. They think it's dirt cheap to them because of what they're used to. But people are definitely getting a lot more for their house nowadays. And it's interesting that you guys say, people are kind of holding back because they're kind of seeing what's going to happen tomorrow. It's going to be very interesting to see, no matter which way it goes, there's people that are going to be mad and people that are going to be happy. But it's going to be interesting to see how from then on our inventory goes, because inventory in both counties, Martin County and St. Lucie County, is at two months supply, rounding for both. But I think it's almost dangerously low. Do you think, guys?
I've never seen inventory this low, and I can tell you from the meetings and conversations I've had this weekend, we're taking 2 listings coming up here in the next couple of days, but they do not want to do anything till after the election. So we're going to have a quiet week, I think, not only tomorrow, but maybe for the next couple of days. And then the sellers are going to be back at it because the shock will wear off for some, or the celebration will end for some. And then we'll get back to life as we know it, hopefully, and move on.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm curious as to what you guys think. How do you think our supply is going to be affected in the next couple of months? Because we do have more people coming down here because it's our season. We have more people coming here. And like I just said, I think that a lot of those people are going to end up staying here. So we might even have even more buyers than we have now, which is already a lot. But there's, you know, do you think that supply is going to come back up like after the election? Like, do you think that, you know, we're going to get that it's going to become more sleek, or I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, typically after the first of the year is usually January is always one of our biggest listing months. People want to wait and get through the holidays and everything. So I think until the end of the year, it's going to just be crazy and just real limited. And then I think we're going to start seeing more, you know, we'll still have a lot of demand, obviously, but we'll get more listings and more inventory starting, you know, January, February, and hopefully get to a little bit more balanced.
Yeah.
And you know, there's an awareness that is not necessarily well known. You know, so they're predicting if we're going to have any effect from these, you know, potential foreclosures and some of the ramblings on of national talking heads that really they're not economists and they don't understand the whole scope of the view from our perspective. There's some lack of awareness in the market that you don't have to foreclose on your property. You can sell it. You most likely have equity in that property, and you need to talk to a local real estate professional to get you positioned in the event that you are not going back to work or can't go back to work or don't want to go back to work, and you want to eliminate your overhead responsibilities as far as properties that you own or a home that you own. Talk with one of us. We'll give you an estimated net sheet on what it costs to sell and what you're going to get as far as your proceeds, and maybe find a rental or move out of the area or combine households. We're seeing some of that planning happening as well. So most Americans have equity. Well, definitely a lot of our area have equity in their home currently. So they're not necessarily distressed right this minute, but in the event that they do start feeling the pressure, there are buyers waiting for those properties to come onto the market. So those individuals are not in a distressed situation yet. Therefore, the investors are not swooping in yet because we don't have a distressed situation. In the event that we do, we've got an investor backup ready to absorb those properties when they are ripe for the picking for them.
Absolutely. And the investors right now are having a tough time because it's like, you know, it doesn't really, you know, with how crazy the market is,
there's nothing out there.
Yeah, they can't negotiate.
Yeah. And when we talked about this, when we first got into COVID, everyone kept saying, oh, this is perfect time. All these investors started saying, okay, you know, show us all these properties that are going to be distressed and cheaper. And everyone thought for sure we can get a good deal. And it's been the complete opposite. So maybe in a year from now, when, you know, we start seeing a little bit more distressed properties, but for now, I don't foresee anything slowing down until at least the summertime.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's been crazy because so many people, especially the people that aren't in the real estate market every day, like there are still people out there who think the real estate market isn't like doing that great. I'm like, I don't know where you've been, like under a rock. You need to show up on Mondays at 2 p.m. But like, yeah, really, it's kind of crazy how people are just so unaware of how crazy it really is. And that I think a lot of people think that it's going to come down at some point. And I think we're in a very specific area. And I know that some places over the US, like some of their markets are going down a little bit, and, you know, but and I think that that's what's affecting their mindset with that. But we have a very unique area here along the Treasure Coast. And I think that that's what's really we are a destination spot. We keep getting named as like, you know, most beautiful town or whatever it might be, or
happiest seaside town.
Happiest seaside town, but also St. Lucie just got like the best place to retire, or one of the best places to retire type of, you know, our name is on the map. And that's really, I call this a town that is word of mouth. So because I'm born and raised in Jensen Beach. So I always like to ask people, I'm like, how did you hear about here? Like, you know, did you just come across it like on a map? I'm like, yep, that's where I need to be. Or did you hear about it? And 97% of people, they're like, oh, I had a friend that lived here, or oh, my uncle was here, or oh, you know, my grandma lives here and I came to visit them and then they wanted me to come here. And then it's all word of mouth. And it's like, that's what I feel is putting us on the spot, like putting us on the map, is that word of mouth and everybody coming here because it's like that quaint small town feel.
And we have also consistently been shown on the top 10, top 5 places to retire, places to start a business, you name it. We're, you know, through the past just 5 years, we've been named on all of these top 10 lists for quality of life and beautiful cities, best drinking water, happiest people, you name it. We've got an award or we're on a list of some sort where we keep consistently ranking very high with visitors, tourist divisions, and polls.
Yeah, no, it's a unique place. So I'm very excited to see what's going to happen in the next week. So you guys will have to tune in next Monday at 2 p.m. to hear how it all goes, how quickly. I'm curious to see how quickly things kind of come back. Like, as you said, people are like, you know, holding off a little bit right now. It's a little quiet. We'll see how many days it takes, you know, to see how it all turns out. But thank you guys for sharing that amazing information. If you guys are just tuning in live now, make sure that you guys rewatch that little portion because it was a great little addition. We always have a great conversation here on Mondays to start off the week right and the live right. So now we're going to go into the listing presentation. So each of these amazing realtors are going to share with you a listing that they currently have. So you guys get to see what's on the market right now and what those price points are looking like. And if you are a realtor yourself and you have a listing that you want to share, please feel free to join us. You guys are always welcome to join us, and you can just reach out to me and we'll have you on, and we'd love to have you added to the conversation. So without further ado, Megan, do you want to start us off and show us what beautiful property you have to share with us today?
Sure. I have a new listing or newer listing in Jensen Beach. Let's see. Lucy, I thought I had this. So I did share. Okay, so share my screen. Let's see if you guys can see it right here. Can you see it
Perfect.
now?
Yep.
Okay. So this is the outside of the house. It's a cute little Key West style house. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. We just reduced the price to $399,900. It's been appraised at $415,000. As you can see, it's right by the St. Lucie River, and there's actually a boat ramp for the people in the community here to use it as well. It has a new swim spa, so if you like to swim, and this you can set this different settings based on how fast you swim or slow you swim. This which is really nice. It has the newer metal roof. Everything's up to code on it as well. They have a she shed that's 24 feet. Half of it is finished. The other half is unfinished. Nice white kitchen, stainless steel. They put in 100% waterproof flooring. You've got the shiplap on the ceiling. It has a downstairs is a beautiful, it could be either an in-law suite or it could be a teenager's area as well. It has a separate entrance as well. This is just seeing more of the kitchen. Let's see what else. Some more kitchen. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if I can move this a little bit. Move it a little bit faster. So you've got the living room and then a sun porch that overlooks a porch outside as well too. One of the nice things about this community or this area is there's wild peacocks all over the place. So that's just a really fun thing. So this is the downstairs area. You can use it as a kid's room. You can use it as a master bedroom. You can use it as an in-law suite. You've got up here is the master bedroom, and the previous owner had been a woodworker, and so there's cabinets and built-ins all over the place, lots of storage. This is one of the bedrooms downstairs. You've got the crown molding and the plantation shutters throughout. So just a really nice home. It's in the Jensen Beach Rio area. This is the area that can also be used as a kitchen, and the outside of the home there. So this is listed at now $399,900. New AC, newer roof. They did new drain field. So all the big stuff has been taken care of. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm Megan Schoner with Kai's at 772-828-1086.
Awesome. Thank you, Megan. What a beautiful little unique house. I love it. Or it's not so little actually, but it's beautiful. I love it. Thank you. All right. And Katie, what do you have to share with us today?
Can you see my screen?
Yep.
All right. Katie Bourgeois with the Bourgeois Real Estate Group. We have 2401 Sherlock Lane in Port St. Lucie. Super cute house in the Sandpiper area. The stats on this, we have an asking price of $289,900. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, totally renovated, super cute. Does have the wood look tile, nice, light and bright. I really like the way that this property has been lived in and loved, and really cute designer features in this property. So as I said, it is located in Sandpiper. It's close to restaurants, schools, shopping, public boat ramps, and quick access to I-95 and the Florida Turnpike. Just minutes from the beach, Jensen Beach area, where Lucy is born and raised. Totally renovated, recently renovated kitchen, and new hardwood cabinetry. Let me see if I can go back to some of those pictures. Stainless steel appliances, nice recessed lighting, remodeled bathrooms, has a side entry garage there, oversized 2-car garage. You've got a really nice, almost like a rustic kitchen look there. And where the TV is, there's some really cool barn doors that hide the television for those people that don't want to look at a TV all the time. So this past weekend, we had a fantastic open house. We had over 15 groups of people through, and we're calling everybody back to make sure that they get a chance to see it before it goes under contract. We expect that it will go under contract soon with the amount of people that came through just this yesterday from 11 to 2. In the event that it isn't under contract or we're looking for a backup buyer, we will be open again this Sunday, November 8th, is it?
Yep.
Something like that. Yeah, the 8th, from 11 to 2 this coming Sunday. And you can call us if you'd like to have a private viewing of that property, 772-444-6989. Katie Bourgeois with the Bourgeois Real Estate Group. This is offered by Dan Shaver. I didn't say the square footage. It's over 1,800 square feet. It has a really cool back porch area, not only screened and covered lanai and a garden space in the fenced backyard, but also it has a really, it has an oversized outdoor fireplace with an area that's all pavered so you can entertain outside next to your Florida winter fireplace, which we'll probably need in the next couple of days. It's nice to throw a log on the fire and hang out and watch the fire burn and enjoy a little bit of cool sweater weather here in Florida.
Love it. Love it. I swear, if you just jinxed it and it gets hot again, Katie, I'm going to be really mad.
Well, we know it's going to get hot again. It'll get hot again before it gets cold for 2 weeks, and then it'll get hot again, and then we'll get cold for 2 weeks.
That's Florida. It
It
gets hot.
You know, with the weirdness of 2020, maybe we will actually have a pretty cool winter. Let's see.
I hope so. I hope, if that's what COVID brings. Thank you. Thanks, COVID.
In the prediction pot. We'll have a cool...
In the prediction pot, Florida gets a real winter. Thank you.
No snow though. No snow. No snow.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
Like
if snow happens,
winter.
if snow happens, then I might as well file for the lottery. Yeah. If we get snow, I'm gonna get a lotto ticket because I don't think that's gonna happen. But I wish a little bit of snow would happen. But no, that's me. That's me. That's the Florida, born and raised, never seen real snow before.
I didn't see snow till about 10 years ago, my first time. So you're not alone, Lucy.
Yes. Well, thank you guys so much for sharing those properties. If you guys missed the conversation or the houses that these amazing realtors just shared, make sure that you guys rewatch this video. You guys can always watch the replay on our Arrow Title Services YouTube channel, which is super cool. Has great other information too. But yeah, it's always a great conversation. I thank you guys so much for coming on here every week. Does anybody have any amazing announcements to make? Yes, go ahead.
Always. So not only are we hosting 2401 Sherlock open house this coming Sunday from 11 to 2, as I hinted to, we have 2 new listings coming on in the next couple of weeks. One of the houses, we need to kind of wait for them to get the house ready, so don't want to say too much about that, but it will be a 4-bedroom, 2-bath in Port St. Lucie, waterfront view, not of wide water, but of a lake view. In the Eastport area of Port St. Lucie. So I'll tell you more about that once we get it ready for market. In addition to that, sooner than that, we have a property coming up in Palm City in Martin Downs in the Egret Pond neighborhood, which is in my neighborhood in Martin Downs, Crane Creek, and West Villages. So that'll be coming on after the election per the seller's request, and tell you more about it in the weeks to come.
Love it. I love the coming soons, because then you guys have to come back here next Monday at 2 p.m. to even hear about them. So.
And if you want the scoop on those properties, call us. As soon as they're listed, we'll get you in.
Awesome. Love it. Thanks, Katie. What about you, Megan? Anything coming up on your neck of the woods?
Just wanted to throw it out there. I have a seasonal rental. So if you have anyone that is looking, or if they're in the possibility you're trying to build and you need something short term, it's over just off of US 1 in Midport Place 2. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, fully furnished. The landlord pays for all utilities, and it's available now until it just needs to be rented for 3 months for $2,000 a month. So
Awesome.
If these snowbirds looking to come down, available now through through the summer. So.
That's awesome. Yeah, those are rare to find nowadays, especially with and I think we talked about this a little bit last week, how the seasonal rentals and such like that are very low. There's limited supply of them because everybody's trying to buy right now. We have so many people coming here, and like they're taking longer to find houses because there's so many buyers, and then they've already sold their house up north because the markets in other places are going very well too. So it's like you sell it quickly and then you come here and then you're like, okay, well now I have to wait longer than expected to actually find the home. So those seasonal rentals are great. So thanks for sharing that, Megan. Thanks.
And thank you again, Lucy, for hosting this, as you always do.
Of course, happy to. And I do want to actually make a quick little announcement. Well, one, come back here next Monday at 2 p.m. for our next Market Update Monday. We also have Thursday's Top Tips in Real Estate every Thursday at 2 p.m. And that's another great portion that's more towards buyers, and we have local realtors and lenders come on there. So that's a great conversation as well. But if you guys are Martin County, part of the Martin County Realtors Association, we actually had, for the people, you guys or the people who are watching, we have a upcoming class that we are hosting with them, the Canva, how to use Canva. And it's going to be a great course. So that's coming up on November 13th at 11 a.m. So that'll be a great course that I'm hosting to help realtors utilize Canva and how awesome it is. So if you're a realtor and you want to check that out, you can message me, or we'll have it on our page. So thank you guys again for coming on, and I can't wait to hear what you guys have coming up next week. And thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to educate everybody on what's going on. It's always valuable information, and I know that a lot of people very much value it. So thank you guys, and I hope to see you guys next week, Monday at 2 p.m.
And if you haven't already, go vote. Yes,
go vote.
Your vote is your voice. We're burning green candles and ringing cowbells.
Hey, it didn't exit out that time. Sometimes when you do the bell, it just love it. Thank you guys. All right, you guys have an amazing rest of your week, and see you guys. If you guys are just tuning in now, watch the replay.
Thank you, Lucy.
Thank you
guys.